It's my immense pleasure to, first of all, traditionally welcome our guest of today, who has traveled from Nottingham University. Ma'am, we are really thankful for your visit here and for the efforts you have taken down to visit us and give us certain insights about your university and know more about us. Thank you so much. So I take permission of Honorable Vice Chancellor to formally welcome our guest with our traditional way of offering
Thank you so much. So, informal introduction. This is Dr. Vyas, our registrar, and Dr. Charate, our Dean Academic Affairs. We have one who's coming from Mutawadi, who's a Dean Student, and Dr. Bhavna is Nodal Officer for the international. And she's Dr. Dr. Sagar. He's currently the head of committee. So we had a team research who actually designed. So he's now actually taking care.
Yeah, maybe I can give this.
Oh, yeah.
And you know our Honorable Vice
Vice
Chancellor, sir, maybe must say in Mumbai.
Yeah, we know each other for quite a long time.
Hey, sir, introduce all of us.
Thank you very much. Dr. Mani, we have a everyone can come closer so that
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, and I'm thankful that you had briefly introduced all of the team of Amity University, Mumbai here. And I take this moment to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to everybody. Though sir is already known to each one of us, but it is my honor to present some of the key facts about Dr. A.W. Santosh Kumar, who is heading the University of Mumbai, Amity University, Mumbai. Dr. Aruni Wilson Santosh Kumar, Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Mumbai, has a total experience of 35 years in academic and administrative. He has held the post of Vice Chancellor for the period of 5 years in two of the highly ranked NAC A+ ARIA 4th nationwide universities in India. Earlier, he worked in the United States for the period of 16 years and has held various positions such as Dean Academic Affairs, Dean Accreditations, and Professors of Microbiology, Global Health in 2 universities in California, USA. Sir also served as a director of the Center for Genomics at Loma Linda University, USA. He has brought in an extramural funding, NIH, NIA, ID, NIH, NIDCR, R01 and R21 to the tune of about 5.8 million USD. During his administrative assignment, he was instrumental in establishing many establishments and centers of excellence in research and innovation. During his tenure as dean, he was awarded the President's Medal for the Best Researcher in the year 2005. National Institute of Health Researchers Award, AAMC Award of Recognition in Medical Microbiology. Sir has completed his PhD from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, in the field of medical microbiology and infectious disease, and had further completed his postdoctoral fellowship from 3 different institutions of USA and 1 more fellowship to his name. Sir has completed it from University of California, Davis, USA, National Institute of Health, USA, C. Craig Venture Institute, USA, National Cancer Research of Singapore, and all of the areas were related to human pathogens and genomics. His research performance indices are, and I'm very proud to share it with all of us over here, that serves at H index is 34, I-10 is 70, and citations are more than 5,000 as in date. And he has, to his credit, a total of 187 peer-reviewed research articles, had published numerous books, and more than 20 chapters and 19 patents, which is making each one of us proud at Amity University, Mumbai. Sir is also serving as an editor and editorial board of highly impact factors journals such as ASM journals, Frontier, Infectious and Frontier Medicine, PLOS1, and what all not to be added in Sir's profile. We are really glad to have Sir as a leader, as a visionary supporter, as a handholder here for all of us. Thank you so much, sir. I take this opportunity to even introduce our other dignitaries who had joined us today in this session. We have with us our registrar, sir, Dr. H.W. Vyas, who had been very instrumental in driving student, faculty, and all the administrative support function at Amity University, Mumbai. Good morning, sir, and welcome to this meeting. We have with us our Dean Academics, is Dr. Shrikant Charate. Sir is also Director of Amity School of Engineering and Technology and had been with the faculties and HOI in all of the day-to-day academic activities. A very good morning, sir, to you too, and welcome to this meeting. We have with us Dr. Sagar Berge, who is in charge Amity Institute of Biotechnology and is taking care of all research function as of now at Amity University, Mumbai. And I would want to again say hello to you as a Nodal Officer International Program. I'm Dr. Bhavna Sharma. I'm taking care of all international programs here at Amity University, Mumbai. And if time permit, I'll brief you more on all international programs we have here with us. We extend our warm welcome once again, ma'am, and it's our pleasure to host you at Amity University, Mumbai. Thank you.
Impressed.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now take a moment to invite our Vice Chancellor, sir, to please formally welcome the guest and brief us about-
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bhavna. It's indeed a pleasure that we have with us Dr. Mani, who's actually from University of Nottingham, who's a very full-blown professor and director of biotechnology, who also takes care of all the international liaisons and doing a great job. I know Dr. Mani quite since long our connections go. Thank you so much for having me here. I should say that Dr. Mani is actually making a detour to Mumbai because this is not at all in the schedule. And then finally, when I was just requesting her that every time she comes to India, we meet in Chennai. But this time it was not possible, and then I requested her to also have a look at our university, and she kindly obliged. Thank you so much. But along with her are the couple of delegates who have had a problem with immigration. So she was anticipating these people will come yesterday night, but they were not able to do that. But probably they might be joining for the other places too. So just give a small glimpse about what we have and what is the support way that we follow here in Amity University, Mumbai. So Amity University, Mumbai is Amity University, Mumbai is one among the one among the 11 national campuses of Amity. And we are spearheaded by the founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chavan, under his able leadership with the dictum of knowledge superpower in India by 2030. We are spearing at educating the whole nation and also international. It is not big a mention to say that we are very indeed flattered to have Dr. Ashim Chavan, our founder president, second son, as the chancellor and president for Amity University, Mumbai. So, Sir is an alumni of Wharton School of Management from USA, and he has traveled across and a very dynamic person who. Oops.
So I'll just put up a meeting here.
It's an it's a as what you want are we here and how are we here? Um, we have 11 campuses and two other campuses are upcoming in Bangalore and in other parts of South India. And Mumbai campus is the second largest of all the campuses that you will see. We also have 11 different campuses in overseas, Singapore, Mauritius, New York, China, London, and Dubai, and probably Dr. Mani knows a little more also. So with all these campuses together, we also have a flagship business school running in different state headquarters as well. We have bagged a lot of recognitions and accreditation both nationally and internationally. And this is to say that we are at par and we have been ranked as one of the top institutes in India. And I know that you don't need this slide anyway. So we are in Mumbai right now. And what you see here is a bird's eye view of our campus. And Dr. Asif Chavan is our Chancellor and President. Who's spearheading this, and under his vision, we are diligently working to fulfill his vision. And you know me, I'm currently the Vice Chancellor of this university. And we have the senior dignitaries, Dr. H.S. Vyas, who's a registrar, who is an alumni of Southern New Hampshire University. And he's taking all the administrative workload of this university. We also have Dr. Srikanth Charate, Dean of Academic Affairs and an alumni of a prestigious IIT Mumbai. So, who is now having a multi-portfolio like a director of Amity School of Engineering and Technology, Dean Academic Affairs, etc. And we also have Dr. Gautam Gawali, who will come and join us, who's the Dean of Student Welfare. He's basically a psychologist from University of Mumbai and who's a nationally renowned person in the field of psychology and psychoanalysis. And Dr. Bhavana Sharma, our Nodal Officer International Programs, who has a very plethora of exposure in many countries like Singapore, Malaysia, China. And I should say, with a special note, that she's basically a biotechnologist, moved on to a business management, and now
I felt very familiar when I saw her.
and now hitting. Okay. And so Dr. Bhavana is taking care of all the other international programs currently up and running in Mumbai. And we have 18 different schools. The schools are enumerated here. And these are all the head of the institutions of all these 18 different institutes and schools. And talking about the institution statistics, we have a total of 5,000 and odd students. We have hostel accommodations, both for men and women. The total faculty on roll call will be around 300, and with the faculty student ratio of 1:22. And all these faculties are coming from nationally and internationally reputed institutes where you see the emblem down below there. And Amit University per se, and Amit University Mumbai is a multi-educational research university. So we keep in pace with the changing paradigm in bringing about new courses, portfolio tag courses, and other things. We make a difference with regard to the curricula. We also make a difference with the hands-on outcome-based education and practicum per se. We also are keen, making the students keen to learn and to lead. And one of the important dictums of our founder, president and chancellor, is that equipped to employ and not to be employed. Like, it's like more entrepreneurial skills. So rankings, as I already told you, that we are under the band of 101 to 200 universities in the whole world, especially in the quality of education, gender equality, and partnership and collaboration. And I should say that within India, Amity University, Mumbai has been ranked number 2 in the Maharashtra state. And with regard to Amity School of Engineering Technology, we are the best school in the West Zone and ranked as sixth best school. And moving on to Amity Law School, we are the fourth in the state, and and 15th among the other 50 private law schools in India. We also have the rankings of the B schools, the business schools. We have been ranked as top within the top 20 B schools in the West Zone. And Amity has a special edge that, with regard to the vantage point of geographical area, with the campus equipments. So it's a smart campus. It's an industrial-driven curricula. We have IT-driven teaching, learning, pedagogy, full air-conditioned blocks that you would see here, 24/7 medical centers, state-of-the-art laboratories. We have a good premium placement center, so who also facilitate placements. And fully, it is on 100% surveillance and on tech-savvy campus, I should say that, because the security is based on biometrics. So it's like attendance to each and every entry exit is being biometrically monitored. And we also have shuttle services to the nearby areas. So we have 5 different Center for Excellences, out of which 4 exist within the Amity Institute of Biotechnology. Center for Excellence in Astrobiology is one of our flagship centers. Center for Genomics and Proteomics, Center for Nanotechnology, Center for Computation Biology and Translation Research, focusing on bioinformatics part, and Center for Excellence in Drug Discovery and Development. These are the 5 centers, and what you see here is the recent inauguration of Center for Excellence in Drug Discovery and Development by one of our senior and Director Generals of Research, Dr. Selvamoorthy. I hope you know Dr. Selvamoorthy. I've already met him. And this is the information about the Amity's Center for Astrobiology. So we also participate in Mars training stations where they go to Ladakh, and we are indeed very fortunate to place a payload through ISRO into Mars in the ensuing mission Gaganyaan 2. So this is nothing but the callus culture of stevia plant. So we are putting onto the space to identify what is the transcriptomic variations that happen. So we send the plant callus culture, we get the plant back, and then we do a plethora of RNA profiling to see what is the variation, so that what happens in Mars, what is the life variation that happens. So we also conduct periodical international lectures. What you see here is an invited lecture on life at extremes. So this was given by the Open University of UK faculty. And we have recent collaborations with all these universities in the US. And we don't stand only with the MOU, we also go ahead and then share their thing. We send students to study abroad program. One of the mission on 31st, which I was just telling, is these guys are coming here to recruit a couple of people for study abroad. Yeah, and these are all a couple of glimpse high impact journals that you would see here from our faculty, and especially from our top tier academic professionals like Srikanth Charate, Bhavana Sharmaji, etc., Sagar. So this is just to tell that we don't stand only in academic administration, we also stand with research and implementing research. And these are a couple of patents that have been approved. This is from Amity Business School, where Bhavana G is heading it. And this is Bhavana Sharma's one of the books that he had authored, and the other one on waste and biodiesel by Amity Institute of Biotechnology. We do conduct international conference, and one of the flagship conferences recently conducted is International Conference on Higher Education. And we bring in more than 3 different universities internationally to participate on that. We also do a roundtable conclave. We bring in many people from outside the world. So we bring them in, and then this is being periodically done to help the students to update the knowledge that is currently going. So we also have a corporate research resource center, where these guys are very importantly involved with campus interviews. So the moment these students are completed, so these campus placements happen. These students, the companies come here, they select them and they go. So recently we have done a couple of things. So how much is our overall placement is 85, 4.5%. And these are a couple of placement drives that we have conducted. So more than say 15 to 16 companies, they come here and they pick and choose. And last time we had was last week, we had 42 placements on a single drive. Fostering innovation. So what you see here are our students, more than some 13 to 14 students. But these students are multi-billionaires and multi-millionaires. You have the startup company name there. I'll come to the detail here. So this is about the student who's currently either a student or an alumni. So these guys have started their own startup company, and this is full-blown startup company that is going on. They are students as well as they are company owners. So their individual stakes are so high, and it is being valued to millions and millions. So we are indeed very proud. We have selected a couple of people. For example, let me tell you, the one that you see on the left side is the startup called Parlay, which is an app which is used for what is it? App-centered learning. For the students. What you see on the diagonally right side is Aman Thakur, who had started the garden to home uh, entrepreneurial thing. So what does this thing is, if you're going to pay 3,000 rupees per month, every day you will get a package of 4 different foods that will come to be donated. So he's doing a great job on that, and we have personally signed up for that one as well. So these are all a couple of other things which I will also share this presentation to you, so that you can be, it will be helpful for you to do the presentation there at London. And coming to a couple of other events in computer science, and since as you know that we are more focused on to biotechnology and computer science now. So computer science, we have conducted a webathon, 24 hours continuous non-stop webathon conducted by Amity School of Engineering and Technology, headed by Dr. Charate, who's our Dean Academic Affairs. And what you see here is people who are on webathon. They have designed great apps. 8 people have been given cash awards, and they are being fostered. And we are actually planning to do a Guinness Book of Record on that for 10 days continuous. The things are on prep now. So skill technology initiatives. This is another initiative of Amity School of Engineering Technology. This is Technicia. This is one of the fun as well as the learning even for the students. What you see here is drones, car racing, and all the other stuffs, which impart new knowledge, hands-on trainings, hands-on skills, as well as will also bring them to the next level of collaborations. And see, what you see here is the online screening of the results and other stuff. And not alone here, we have Amity Film School, and this is one of our persons who's an alumni, who is now a director of film. He's directing film. So Mr. Parvar Rahul, who had come down here to teach how to take short films without any cut, like uncut short film kind of thing. This is the workshop. And these two guys are also our alumni who are helping our students to use metaverse for documentary filming. We do conduct periodical industrial visit as a part of our curricula. And what you see here are a couple of industrial visits. So they take periodically to the concerned industry. We also in-house the Tata workshop kind of a thing, which is a Center for Excellence in Automobile Engineering. Other student activities, students are joshed up to many student activities through Dean Student Welfare. And what you see here is a glimpse of a function, annual function called Aminova. We have brought in a lot of film actors uh, so that people are. I hope you know who's this guy, Dalir Mehndi. Yeah. So yeah. He still looks the same though. Yeah. So we brought him here, and we have his daughter, who is actually currently a student here. So you will be meeting. Yeah, I've arranged to meet her, and she would want to pursue her TSG at Nottingham. So these are all fashion shows and other things. And what you see is the backdrop of Dalit Mehndi addressing and singing our students. We have other co-curricular activities like tribal awareness program, museum on wheels, and also student welfare rural camps and blood donation camps as well. And we have state-of-the-art hostel facilities for men and women. Cafeteria, we have more than 4 different cafeterias, 2 big ones. We have gymnasium, we have sports arenas, and also we did recently do an international intramural function where we divide them into 6 teams, and these are all ladies and gents in action of all these teams. We also do have a exclusive student counseling center for the students. So with this short this thing, this is a glimpse about Amit University Mumbai. We are doing a great job through the headship of our founder president as well as our chancellor president. And we have ventured into many international programs. Even though we are not going to delve into that kind of a thing, we know that we look forward to interacting with the University of Nottingham on training programs. We were very, what is that, anticipatory that we will have computer science also, but we are just missing these guys.
It can come later, not
yes,
to worry, because
okay.
it's just, I sent them already.
Yeah.
Your specs and.
Yeah,
I said
so-
there's an interest in.
So Dr. Charate is heading the computer science now. So this is from our end as of now. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you very much. It's really great glimpse of,
Thank you.
I didn't know half the things about Amity, which you
Yeah.
just showed. So it's a really great job in all realms, I think, in student welfare to employability innovation. It's amazing.
Certainly, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for really reliving each and every moment of Amity University Mumbai here, from academics to the extracurricular to the entrepreneurial. And not only this, the research, everything, sir, you had really briefed us very well. And I should say, it's reliving each and every moment once again in each of the presentation. Thank you so much, sir, for that, giving us that opportunity to listen to it once again and make feel proud of it. I take this opportunity now to introduce our guest of today from Nottingham University, Dr. Nagamani Mora. Thank you so much, ma'am, for visiting us and being here today with us today. Let me take this moment to introduce our guest to you all. Dr. Nagamani Mora is an associate professor and director for biotechnology degree programs at School of Biosciences, University of Nottingham, UK. Prior to this, she worked as a senior lecturer in microbial technology at De Montfort University, as a senior research fellow at Aston University on EPSRC-funded projects between industry and academia, as a senior scientist at Avicia Biotechnology, developing therapeutic protein, and a research associate at Newcastle University, understanding the diversity and dynamics of starter cultures on European smear ribboned cheeses. She graduated with a degree in genetics and biochemistry from India and continued to specialize in industrial biotechnology in her MSc and PhD from University of Newcastle, UK. She is the chair for biotechnology teaching theme, senior fellow of Higher Education Academy, and fellow of Royal Society of Biology. She was nominated as the inspirational woman in biotechnology in the year 2019. She has extensive experience in curriculum design, embedding employability and personal development skill with the specific expertise in transformative pedagogy and innovative learning strategies. She also brings to board her expertise in developing international teaching, partnership, and collaboration with various universities across the globe. Her research expertise and interest are in sustainability and waste management, discovery strategy for novel bioactive compounds, bacteriocoins, and novel enzymes from an interesting group of gram-positive microbes. Actinomycetes strategies involves solid states, fermentation, characterizing microbiomes, screening new ecological niches, and understanding regulatory mechanism to quorum sensing. A part of her research is also directed towards the expression and enhancement of therapeutic protein, working with a number of heterologous hosts for expression of novel compound. Now, with further ado, I request our speaker, Madam Dr. Nagamani Mora, to deliver just a brief informative address to each one of us.
Yeah, first of all, thanks, Amity, for this warm welcome. Again, as I said, it's really nice to catch up with the Vice Chancellor from Amity University, and of course, as the Vice Chancellor of Amity. And of course, all of you here who are all very high achievers I see in your fields, and I'm really pleased to meet you all. Obviously, my visit here is to develop collaborations, and I bring this from the University of Nottingham. I do have association with Amity University, with Delhi. I've been there once, but this is the campus I wanted to visit always, and it's been on my agenda. But this I could make it again this time. So really, I just want to introduce you to our university and give a brief glimpse of what all we do. Not so extensively as Dr. Ravani has just shown us. Maybe an overview of what we are as a university and what we do. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm leading the programs at School of Biosciences in the University of Nottingham as a program director. I established a few programs since I started there, and it's really doing well. Although I feel that biotech is so global in its approach, I guess this collaborations is not just coming from teaching partnerships. I'll also shed some light on some of the approaches we want in terms of collaborations with universities in India, like absolutely amity with biotech, and some of the aspects which Professor Armi has just shown has really made me thinking that I should bring this collaborations with student and student interactions as well. We can have a chat about that later. So if you can go to the next slide, please. So just to give a brief history, our university is more than 100 years long. As you can see, it was established in the 18th century, and we received the Royal Charter Award in 1948, and that's when it achieved the university status. In fact, Mahatma Gandhi has visited us in 1931, I think, to the university, and he gave a guest lecture at the University of Nottingham. So it's got a long history, and it's a reputed university. It's a Russell Group University as well, which is quite high standing and attracts high talent students, a huge population of diverse global students studying, and also international students. It's actually we attract more international students rather than local students, I think. So if you can just go to the next slide, please. Just to give you a glimpse of our campuses in Nottingham, these are the three main campuses. The main campus you see is in the center, which is the Trent building, again, which has a long history. It is symbolic to our university. On the left-hand side, you see one of our campuses, which is Jubilee campus, where most of our business courses are run from. Innovation Center is there. On the right-hand side, you're seeing Sutton Bonington campus. That's where I'm placed, which is in between Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire. We also have a global campuses, so we're just not a campus in UK. We have a campus in Malaysia. In fact, we are the pioneers on establishing this British University campus in Malaysia, and we got an innovation award even for that, I think in 2017, if I'm not wrong. We also have another campus in China. As you can see there, it's the first foreign university to be established as an independent campus. As you can imagine, in China, it's not easy to establish a foreign university, but our vice chancellors at those times were very collaborative and had this foreign collaborations and were interested in tying up with the University of Nottingham. As you can see, those are the kind of student numbers we have at different campuses. We normally treat all campuses as one campus. We never say that it's a campus in China or Malaysia. Now that's our vice chancellor's policy. She normally says it as a campus, another campus. So we treat them as 6 campuses rather than just the campuses in UK. So this includes our global campuses, which is China and Malaysia. Altogether, I would say, there are about 34,000 students, sorry, 45,000 students, including the ones in China and Malaysia. Thank you. As you can see, we have lots of accolades. I think these are just some of them. We were branded as one of the best universities of the year in terms of employability, international internationalization activities, and also sports Best Sports University as well, recently, I think in 2021. Again, just to give the UK course provision, maybe our undergraduate population is higher, as you would imagine. They will have to do their first degrees, and then we have 300 postgraduate top courses. We have 5 faculties and 27 schools in the university as a whole in UK. Again, we've been awarded a gold for teaching excellence. This is one of the recognitions in teaching and learning, which we have to really prove by making an application that our teaching standards are high and our student satisfaction is also high by what we disseminate. As you can see, it also is connected to employability aspects, where we believe mostly on competency-based training rather than just academic skills. So the students learn the life skills as they progress through the curriculum. Please. We also have a global approach. One of our core values is to be a global inclusive university. So global reach is quite immense, actually, not just in teaching, it's also in research. As you can see, we are members of global networks like University Vistas 21, which actually means that we have exchange of students with different universities across the globe. And also with 75 probably is a bit higher now. This is 2-3 years old data, I think. So we have 75 teaching partnerships with universities globally. And also we have study abroad exchange agreements with many universities across Europe and also Southeast Asian countries. Of course, that's one thing which is lacking. We don't have that exchange provision with the universities in India. That's what I'm really keen to start, if that is a possibility as well. This is one of the part in the globe, I think, that students need to get exposure in trying to see what happens in biotech realm in this side of the world as well. As you can see, it says top 1%. Actually, we have gone down in the rank a bit, so we are 103 in the world. So that is slightly above 1%, but we're still at the top when you see the global world rankings. We have recently been branded as 7th in the UK for research power. So that is quite a distinguished announcement, I think, in terms of research power. It's not easy to get that rank because there are so many universities like Cambridge, Oxford, and top Russell Group universities who are doing really well in research. The other thing, as you can see, is also our research is really internationally recognized. We don't do collaboration just in parts of UK, it's in around the world. And our collaborations are also in India. Most of our academics, notably from School of Biosciences, do a lot of collaboration with researchers in India, just because of the nature of the grants which are there. Again, as you can see, our research portfolio has more than 600 million funding. We attract a lot of funds. School of Biosciences itself is also very high in attracting funding, which is more than 1 million for each grant. We have world-class facilities. That is one of the reasons why we also attract grants. We have the infrastructure to do the latest breakthrough technologies, research in global food security, for instance, etc. And more than 3,000 now researchers working in different fields. Just to give you a glimpse of some of the facilities we have in Sutton Bonington, I think it's interesting to see. When we show a farm, I think for people in India, it's very normal. They say, oh, we see this every day, maybe, just like anywhere in the world, or just, next door to your house. But in UK, it's not like that. So we have to set up like an artificial mesocosm to educate students in agriculture and animal science studies, because that is one of our popular courses as well. In UK, and you can see that we do field trials. We have hundreds of acres of land in Sutton Bonington campus. That's the reason it is a bit away from the other campuses in UK. And you can see we have our own animal science research, which is also quite expensive, I must say. We collaborate with the vet school as well, which is just next door to us. And this is again just another dairy science innovation center. Most of the waste from this farm goes into bioenergy generation as well, where we convert the waste into methane gas, just to sort of show to students how we can recycle some of the waste, which can be a good mechanism for many plants, not just at the university research level. Again, this is an expensive facility we have. This is a plant science division. It's a glass house these are not just one glass house, there are several such glass houses and temperature growth control rooms for doing plant science research, because as you can imagine, UK is very cold. So we can't really grow plants outside. So we maintain the temperatures for tropical plants, because most of our research is diverted or sort of directed towards countries which are low income group countries, such as we do research on rice, on wheat, etc. So this is not necessarily a crop in UK. So it is more targeted to the Southeast Asian countries. And you can see robotics on the right hand side. It does phenotyping of the plants, and some researchers working in the glasshouse. So these are some of the labs you can see, the food and nutrition related kind of topics or courses. We again for this have our own kitchens and also food manufacturing units. You can see the top left hand corner, that is a big food manufacturing facility where we show students how tin packaging of foods can, sometimes it is not safe, can lead to contamination. How do you normally do it in an industry? So most of the industrial training can also be carried out on in-house facilities. And this is what some of the students really appreciate, because when they really get job in an industrial setting, I think it really translates well. And again, that is our office I'm based in. If you see the top left-hand corner, that is Bioenergy and Food Science building. Most of the biotech research and delivered on the codes are placed in that building. And the one which is on the right-hand side, right-hand side, you see a super lab. So the super lab is a facility for undergraduate student practicals. It's a 4 million pounds facility which is invested to give the high-tech kind of experience for students, where we can show the students hands-on demonstrations through videos, and we can also have iPads for noting their results, so they don't have to take papers. In fact, it's a paperless lab just to maintain the safety profile of handling pathogens as well in that lab. So most of our undergraduates do the practicals here. On the left-hand side, again, you see a brewing fermenter bioreactor, which is very big, 100 liters. Again, this is for industrial professionals who also come to study with us. They work in industries, they come and get a certification or MSc degree at our university by working part-time. So this is a facility for them to translate into their large-scale brewing process. This is again, if you can see the sunny side of the building, which we normally showcase on most of our presentations. It's not actually so sunny otherwise, it's very cold. So this is during the summertime, peak summer, and you do find sunshine sometimes, and our students quite enjoy that. On the right hand side, you see the dining hall. On the right hand corner, which is lower half, you can see a student service center where the students are normally helped with administration. So most of our processes are centralized, and students approach the professional services for their needs and the academics for other needs. This is just to show that we are based in the Faculty of Science. So Biosciences is one school in Faculty of Science. As you can see, computer science comes under our faculty. It's not under engineering. It's a bit different. I think here we normally class computer science and other degree courses all related to engineering, but we are a bit different in treating it more like a science subject rather than an engineering discipline. Engineering discipline itself has departments like mechanical engineering, electrical, architecture, and built environment. So they're quite different setup. So that's the reason I'm talking to or our collaborator Liaison for International Office is talking to Michael Wagner, professor in computer science, who looks after this partnership. So that probably will come soon. And of course, we are a large school, as I said, more than 9 million and 6 million pounds grants. So yeah, you can just. And we have 100 academics across the 5 divisions, more than 55 technicians supporting research and teaching as well. The numbers can slightly vary year after year, and those are the approximate numbers what we see there. Really, that is to show the location of Sutton Bonington. So we are in between Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire. Leicester is very close to us. The reason we are there, which is away from other campuses, not in the city centre, is because of the farms. and the animal science research, which we can only, access it there. One thing to say is that Nottingham University actually has huge land provision, which was donated generously by Jesse Wood in those days. We can't buy those lands now. I mean, we occupy the entire Nottingham. It's just for namesake that Nottingham is there in the sense we are completely a full university and there's just a city center. If there is no university, there would be nothing in Nottingham. So we are almost occupying the entire space. Yeah, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, just to again briefly highlight that these are the main divisions in biosciences, and I'm based in microbiology, biotechnology, and growing division. Although I collaborate across the schools a lot for various functions. As you can see, plant science is the strongest in the research. They attract a large and huge number of grants. Animal science is next to it because they do animal biotechnology as well, which is fetching a lot of money in collaborations with Cambridge University, etc. Food science and nutrition is very strong in the teaching. Yes, and next please. This is just again a glimpse of some of the approaches we have in biotech, I guess. We have a strong Center for Integrative Systems Biology, which is in plant and crop science, animal biotechnology. As you can see, we are quite good in reproductive biotechnologies. We have descendants for Dolly the sheep, if you must have heard about it. Yeah, we have 4 clones now from Dolly the sheep. They're very healthy. I have a video actually, I should put it here. They're surviving very well, even though they're clones. So the other thing is we do also have a strong research focus on infection and immunity. And of course, the area I work on is industrial biotechnology, but there are other academics who also work in food sciences and plants. And of course, the animal science research as well, which is focused on industrial biotechnology. There's something called the beacons of excellence. So the university invests money into these beacons of excellence to propel research and encourage researchers to do and collaborate and expand their research provision. And these are the main beacons which are related to biotechnology, which is synthetic biology, green chemicals, which is all to do with waste management and also sustainability aspects, meeting our sustainable development goals. Future food is a very successful beacon. As I mentioned, plant science are reading that and they look at all new types of food, including protein, feeds, etc., and how we can suffice to the whole globe, global future food needs with less land and also more value in food in terms of nutritional value, etc. Biodiscovery is my passion, but obviously there are researchers across the University of Nottingham who work on end-to-end therapeutics. The biodiscovery unit is there and they work on anything from vaccines to antibiotics, etc. There's another beacon, which is the food beacon, which is mostly to do with SDG goals, essentially trying to meet end hunger, food security, improve nutrition, sustainable agriculture, healthy lives and well-being at all ages, and also to address the causes of climate change, which is more to do with our agricultural environmental sciences, who are also strong in addressing some of the aspects we have in climate change and mitigating its impact. Just to give you a glimpse of our food beacon, they work across the spectrum, if you can see. We also have the courses translating from research, which is from food science, food microbiology, manufacturing, which is food production and management, flavor and sensory science, which is also quite attractive to our industry professionals who depend on us to set up these panels and do the tasting. So we have the entire expertise across the food system, which is covering from primary production to consumption and digestion. It aligns with the national and international objectives. It's very cross-disciplinary. For instance, if you look at the flavor and sensory science guys, they collaborate with someone like physics. So their entire nature of research, is dependent on this interdisciplinary and cross-disciplinary components. The companies we work with, because the emphasis of food is there in food beacons. So as you can see, they're all top companies. Syngenta, some of the companies you might be recognizing like PepsiCo, Mondelez and Diageo. So they are all top companies, which again, this list is not exhaustive. The PPD biotech, what you've seen there is a spin-off from our own academics. They have found out that rapid diagnostic tool for mycobacterium, mostly in cattle, but they're going to do that even for humans. So that's a spin-off which has been quite successful. It won a Green Award, I think, from the Queen in 2 years back. So that is one of the biggest achievement in terms of research translating into application and also innovation and entrepreneurship. Again, just to emphasize that we have the same agenda as you have, guest lectures, industrial visits, innovation, research informed teaching, competency embedded teaching, which is all got to do with professional skills, as you just mentioned, bringing the industrial liaisons closer to teaching as well, so that it is more a life skill. Just also to show our structures, because we'll be soon talking about finding programs. Our MSc is 1 year, just to note, it's not 2 years as in India. So we have to find ways to do this kind of collaborations. Our BSc is 3 years, and it might be different from BTech here. So those are some of the things which we need to know. And our credit system is mainly based on 10 and 20 credit modules. Probably when you compare the kind of contact hours you have with your faculty here, it would be similar, I guess, even though it's 3 credits, it may translate into the contact hours being the same as in India. Those are our degree programs. If anything is of interest, of course, biotech is something which we'll soon discuss, even something like food science or animal biotechnology, which is again coming in biotechnology. MSc courses, which we are not strongly looking for some collaborations, could be on the biotech side and food production management, because I know some of the food biotechnology aspects come under biotechnology in India. So that can be sort of looked into, by culminate, sort of bringing both the courses content together or separately, if that's what you prefer. Yeah, in terms of career support, we have a strong emphasis on careers for students. We make them think about this well ahead, not just when they finish their degrees, right from year 1 to year 3. And there is careers and employability support services, people who give them mock interviews. So there's a strong drive for that, and we are doing that at course and curriculum level as well. That's where students get jobs immediately when they even with the BSc, for instance. Those are some of our rankings based on student satisfaction. So UK-wide, there is a kind of survey done with the universities. Our students normally rank us quite high in teaching, learning, and student experience, and also employability. I hope that was useful. It's been quite fast, but I didn't want you to bore.
Yeah, that's really
with too
good.
much detail.
Yeah. So thank you very much. What we'll do now is, we'll break now, and then we'll go for an inauguration part, and then we'll come and do the individual one-on-one interactions with biotech and computer science, so that we'll have a close group. Before that, we'll go for inauguration, and then we'll come back to this.
So thank you so much. I take this opportunity to introduce our Dean Student Welfare. Just a moment. Very good morning, sir, and welcome to this meeting. So Dr. Nagamani Mora from our guest, Dr. J from University of Nottingham. Oh, I hope it's recorded, you can see, but I can present again for you, sir. Not an issue. No.
We'll go straight here. Here we are going to discuss about 2 important things. Number 1 is faculty of biotechnology and faculty of computer science. Now that faculty of computer science people are not there, we have a presentation from biotech as well as computer science. You would want to do this now?
Yeah.
We can do that,
Yeah,
right?
we can do that.
Okay,
Let's
so-
finish whatever from your end at least.
Okay,
and then
okay,
we
then
can-
what I will do is whoever can present, we can, Dr. Charati, you want to present?
5 minutes.
Yeah, you can do that and then probably.
Idea of the programs and. then,
Yes.
So I would like you to just focus on the syllabus part of computer science.
Syllabus I have not included there.
Okay, now we are just talking about the thing. Okay, so you can give an overview then.
Just
Overview,
give
I-
overview only I need because I'm not from that division.
Fine, go ahead.
And you can also mail me your presentation. I want to show it to them there because the main person is not here.
Yes, then I can include the whole program structure.
Yeah. In that one.
So let us make it fast because we'll have Sagar also, then we'll discuss about the program.
Just 5 minutes. On the lower structure and delegate from Nottingham University. And Madam, I welcome you here. This is small presentation of Amity School of Engineering. We have not included all the aspects due to time constraint. Please go ahead. So this is our vision and mission of our honorable founder president. Next, and under this leadership of honorable president of Amity University Mumbai and honorable vice chancellor, we are going ahead with so many new initiatives. Please go ahead. These are the programs typically. We are having a BTech in computer science and engineering with specialization in AI, machine learning, science, cyber security, and cloud computing. This specialization typically starts, this is 4-year degree course, but typically it starts from 3rd year onwards, 5th semester onwards in all the aspects. So we are initially offering computer science and engineering, and these are BTech programs separately. But now since students can make the choice after 4th semester, after 2nd year, so it's a bit like kind of specialization after that. They have ample choice, ample time to select the particular specialization. We are having a regular 3CC program, that is 3 continent program. We study here, UK, US, and in India last semester. And as well, we are having BTech Computer Science International. This is a specific program which is introduced 2 years before. 2 years in India, 2 years outside. So students can
Oh,
choose.
that's the one that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Students can choose their university, and these are mapped programs.
Okay.
So whatever program courses we are teaching here is first year and 2nd year. So that is being mapped to many universities which are there on board with us, partnering with us. So one batch is right now going out this year. They will be completing 2 years. Along with that, we are having BTech in aerospace, BTech in electronics and communication, BTech in civil, in mechanical, automobile, aeronautical. Typically, this automobile aeronautical, these 2 courses are run with a collaboration of Tata Technologies Pune, which is biggest company in India right now. They are handling this. There is separate institute called as Amit Institute of Technology, and we'll show that labs to you also. Here also, I'll show some clips of the labs. Along with
Before I
that,
forget, so how is EEU doing electronics and communication?
not good right now,
Not good.
and we are trying to convert that to electronics and computer engineering,
Okay.
which is new nomenclature, so that we can cover up computer part also along with electronics. So
Okay.
students can take that. So these are some of the programs we suggested manually to improve the enrollment as well as per our latest market trends.
EE is something we are looking at now for
Hmm.
recruitment.
Okay.
If you want, I will ask that faculty to send you their program.
Fine, that's
See how it is and map it to yours. and
yes,
see what
yes,
you feel.
yes. See, all these programs are internationally mapped because we take into account input from all our stakeholders as well as the global partners also, that what kind of courses have to be introduced. In fact, in many cases, I saw that our programs are advanced programs. Courses are advanced. Yes. We have postgraduate programs in mechanical, computer science and engineering, then computer science engineering international, as well as we're having MSc nanoscience and nanotechnology, along with 4 PhD programs in CSC and in civil, aerospace, nanoscience and nanotechnology. So in total, we are having about 15 programs, UG, PG and PhD, which are run under School of Engineering and Technology. Next, please. Okay, this I was discussing with Global Study Program. Dr. Bhavna will tell more about this GSP, which just I just discuss, and one is study abroad program where students can go after last semesters, 1 month, 2 month, or 3 month in the designated country where they can complete their internship. So that is called as study abroad program. So these are three different attributes. That is three continent, then international or global study, and the SAP study abroad program. So these are three separate programs.
You members of any network, global study?
If we talk on, we have almost MOUs with 150 plus university. We have a separate website on it, global study initiatives. And we offer 3 times in a year, 5 different destinations from the world.
We are not members of any group, right?
So
That's a
not
different
a
network.
group. So,
The network groups are entirely different from our own groups.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so
So
that
we, the
University.
student of the study abroad initiative go to Amity campuses only. As sir has shown you our own campuses here present.
Yeah, yeah.
So that we
So you exchange within campuses.
within the
Next.
campus for 12 credits.
So typically now this is academic framework structure of Amity University Mumbai. We are having some 5 years courses, not in engineering right now, but we propose that integrated courses like BTech, MTech, MBA Tech. So this kind of courses we propose from this session onwards. So typically 5 years program, which right now we are running in architecture and law. Engineering is 4 year course, which is the credit we revised to 190 credits. So new curriculum, revised curriculum, we are going to implement from this academic session 22-23. We are having 3 years, which we are not running in engineering, but 2 years, yes, MTech program, having credits about 100 to 110.
Usually,
We are running it.
sorry to interrupt, usually the technical degrees in India will have a total credit ranging from 190 to 250.
Otherwise?
Okay, no, that is a wide range they give.
Oh.
And they start from 190 to 200, which is the common university norms that you remember our earlier
Yeah.
university also
Yep.
giving a similar thing.
Mhm.
But here we focus on 190. But what we are just planning now is you have some more things to go.
Yeah, two, three. 1 minute. Here, yeah, you can go ahead with one slide. Now, how these are being, you just put all the slides on. So what we do exactly here? These are the four, what do you say, four step structured curriculums we are offering. One is core courses, which has to be offered from the respective school like engineering. Then one is minor track. So students are interested in other courses like fashion, like management or psychology or any other thing. So they can opt for that. That comprises of 18 credits. There are value-added courses like communication skills, behavioral science, IBAS is taking, and then communication foreign language. So in case of foreign languages, we are offering one other choice from Spanish, German, and French.
What Charate is explaining is the academic framework for Amity.
Amity, this
Yeah.
is
Okay,
Amity.
so
is,
Amity.
Yeah.
So don't get confused with
No,
the
no,
other thing. This is exclusive
this
for
is
Amity where
exclusive.
you will see some
Mumbai or
extras also. Right?
across.
across
Yes,
Amity.
across Amity.
This is academic structure of Amity framework.
Oh, that's good.
Next, please.
We also have similar structure, core and
Yeah.
optional modules, which we call major, minor.
And if you look at all these Amity or structures, we go, everything is online. Like we have our portal Amazon,
Yeah.
where teachers, students, faculty, management, parents, they are quite accessible to all the happenings on what exactly is going on for their wards. Then LMS, we are using LMS since before pandemic. So actually, we were not affected because of pandemic. So we are running all things online. Next, please. And we are running with mentor-mentee scheme. This is at university level we are talking about experiential learning.
Just take this.
Yes, go ahead, please. Yeah, go ahead, please. I think we are, go ahead. We are visiting these our technology laboratories at 2 o'clock. This is Tata Center, Technology Center. Go ahead. This is, go ahead, Torment Learning Center. And go ahead, go ahead.
So these things you'll pay a visit.
Yes, yes. That's why I'm going quickly. These are specifically of engineering only.
Yep.
Go ahead, please. Yeah, that's it. I hope there are many more students achievement also.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
So what we'll do is now that computer science is over, let biotechnology also give an
Yeah.
overview. Then I will just come to the general thing.
Yep.
Let
that's
us
fine, yeah.
come to the crux of the thing and then.
Yeah. And you also, you send me the curriculum for MTech, sir?
No, I've already
we
sent it
have-
to you.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
for.
Send it to you. You
we-
remember that you forwarded it and then told
Yeah.
that you didn't get the input.
Input, yeah,
We
not yet,
sent-
they're just, I'll tell you why they're delaying, because they said it's a new partnership.
Mhm.
how soon will it move? So I did tell them biotech is already
I think
been
we
there.
forward to UG also and then
UG, that's what I'm
PG,
asking,
PG
yeah.
also, MTech also.
Okay.
And that is revised because
Oh.
from 2020, 2036
Okay,
onwards,
okay.
we revamp complete curriculum.
Okay,
and
interestingly,
infrastructure.
they're not looking at MTech, they're saying maybe UG they will look at, because
That,
that,
that
they
we
don't
will-
have
that,
partnerships.
that we will come down later for the interaction. See, Sagar,
I will directly go.
no, we have what, preamble is, we have already sent the syllabus to.
Yes, yes.
Syllabus
already-
I've got
already
it.
shared
Dr.
the
Mani and
syllabus of
Dr. Mani is a biotech, so
Yes.
she has gone through everything.
Yes.
We had a discussion. Okay, now with the preamble.
Yes. So with respect to Honorable Vice Chancellor and Nagamani ma'am, I'm just going to share the academic structure at AIB. So we have our own, AIB have their own visions and missions. I will skip that. Just next slide. Next slide. So we offer these courses, MTech Food Technology, MSc, BTech, and duration which is mentioned. 2 year, 5 years. MTech, BTech dual course is there, BTech is there, BSc honors for 3 years, similar to what you told about BSc. And we have PhD full-time, part-time. Next one. So we have a curriculum aspect that is industry driven syllabus we have designed. We taking a help of industrial expert. Along with that, we taking a feedback from parents and other stakeholders to revise the syllabus. Next one. So this is a postgraduate program schedule is there. We have core courses is there, concentration elective is there, and then communication skill, foreign language, research article presentation, term paper, summer internship, and 6-month project for postgraduate. Next one. So this is an undergraduate structure. Again, same concentration elective is there, term paper, minor track, 6-month project, and so on. Next one. So this is a total model framework is there. You will able to see that core courses is there. Then value enhancement courses are there, open electives are there, and total credits which are given here. So this is for semester first. For second semester, one summer internship is added. Rest of the
Do you
three.
have abstract of all these things?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
bring
yes,
to that slide,
yes.
because it's not visible.
So this is a duration for summer internship for BTech and MTech dual begins after 4th semester. They go for summer internship after 4th semester for 2 months. For MTech MSc after 2nd semester they will go for summer internship, and then they go for skill enhancement and research work. They make the presentations for the summer internship and so on. Next one. So this is 6-month project is there. So for MTech and MSc, they wait for project for a 4th semester, whole 6 month for project itself. Then for BTech MTech 5-year program, they go 2 times after 8th semester and 10th semester. Then BTech only BTech program they went for in 8th semester for 6-month project, and BSc have 6 months. Some students will do in-house project. For BSc, we plan to do the in-house project. For others, they went outside in institute, industry, and research. Then we evaluate them based on the presentations and what they work they have did during this course. Next one. So where we have term paper in that. Yes. Okay. Next one. So research article presentation, we encourage the student to present the articles. For UG, we fixed above 2 impact factor. For PG, they need to select article above 4 impact factor, and they present that article. Next one. So this is the total credits are there, MTech, concentration electives, then core courses, and so on. So it is as per the UGC guideline.
How many credits for MTech?
MTech, it is around 190 to 200 or 250. MTech it is 100. For BTech, we just
These are important things that you would need to have.
Yes. Next one. So these are total credits what we have and dissertation. Next one. So this is for all courses I have added table. NTCC, non-teaching credit course is there, elective is there, and total credits are there for BTech. Initially it was higher, 250 to 60 around. Then in revised syllabus we come down up to 200 as per UGC norms. Next one. This is a BSc Biotechnology honors. It is total 157 credits are there. So there are core courses, practicals, and NTCC and so on. Next. So this is a BTech MTech dual degree program for 5 years, total 254 credits for this course, including NTCC project and core courses and so on. Next one. So this is innovative method to improve academic delivery that we have learning management system is there. Teams class notebook we provide the students. We taught them with the online YouTube videos and so on. Then we also assign the quiz and other things with the Moodles along with you. We use LMS and Microsoft Team have these facilities. So we just give the quiz on that team as well as on LMS. So these best practices, what we did for research, that constitution of different committees, that biosafety, ethical committees, and so on. And we conducting a meeting for a research scholar after every 6 months for PhD and so on. So these are so placement support as VC sir talk about the CRC Corporate Resource Center. AIB have one committee of CRC, and then they have communication between the CRC and AIB, and then they also make a database of other industries and institute where positions are there, and we share with the students. And next. So these are achievements of the student. What I'm talking about the term papers. So student going to publish a book chapters and so on. So this is a PhD student achievements. One of student selected to attend the Nobel laureate meeting, 71 Nobel laureate meeting, that Srishti Pandey. Also she received the Swarna Jayanti Puraskar. And one more Lady Tata Fellowship is there. One student received the fellowship from Government of Maharashtra. Another one he received the best oral presentation. Next one. So these are students who received the UN Academy Millennium Fellowship. Those students are in currently in BTech. So they received this US Academic Impact Millennium Fellowship, and another one that Science Academician Summer Research Fellowship received by this Pallavi Mishra. Next one. So these are our labs, lab infrastructure. Different labs are there to conduct a practical. And then next, so this is the total strength of student, 377 in total. These are the number of faculties are there, 19 faculties over there. And this is a cadre ratio and faculty student ratio 1:90. Next, research at AIB. These are the multiple areas where we're going to conduct our research. So almost all the areas we cover, there are 19 faculties are there. They're doing research in multiple areas. So these are the publications, total publication year-wise and cumulative impact factor is given there. And this is the funds received at AIB. So total project, and these are the technology development in process as aligned with the microbiology. The Xanthangum is there and so on. Then antibacterial healthcare system, and which we transfer to the company, as well as purification of curcumin, high amount of the curcumin purification. Then next of that MOUs are the previous one. These are multiple MOUs we signed with different industries and Institute University of Cincinnati is there. One MOU is there, and other MOU signed by VC sir recently with the University of Arizona, University of. So these
Okay,
are.
thank you. Are you done now?
So, yes.
Okay, thank you.
So this is a memorandum. Next one. So this.
Can you share your presentation
Yes,
with
yes.
me?
No, no,
Yes, yes.
Dr. Mani will
Yeah.
share all the presentations. Okay. Coming to discussion part, to the real thing that I should say that out of all the 18 schools here, the 4 major schools where we have more number of students and with higher productivity rate are the people who are sitting here.
Which one?
Or the people who are sitting here.
Oh,
Number one is School of Science and Technology, Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Amity Business School, and Behavioral Science and Psychology. Right. So first question for you is that other than these two, which you were just mentioning, how about collaborations in psychology and in business?
Psychology, there is
Yeah.
chance. Business, there are some inhibitions, I tell you. Lot of Indian universities want collaborations. Business school is already flooding with students in our university. So they're not really keen to develop partnerships just because they say, oh, we have enough students. There's so much that they reject them. I said collaborations in terms of research, but that is also, the global networks, they're already full. I can put in a proposal. What I suggest is you put in a proposal. What is it different and unique about your business school in terms
See,
of research,
what we would
research
need,
emphasis?
what we would need from your end is,
Yeah,
for example, for business schools exclusively in research and psychology exclusively in research.
is that what
Okay.
you want?
No,
Just
yeah,
research.
because
Okay.
they are enough overwhelmed with the administrative and teaching.
Yeah,
research.
then that's
So as you
okay.
say that they are enough for the students. too.
Yeah,
So we need to just master this research part, especially with these two. And IBAS has an inherent center funded by Government of India, and we need to just master research.
no,
Um,
okay, then I need to share, you need to share your profiles.
Yes, yes, we will
Because
certainly
we
do
want
that.
some strong profiles
Yes,
from
it is. Yeah.
research side, your funding,
Got it,
everything you
got it.
submit for your grants, that kind of profile you send me.
Like a
Two,
like a
three
CV, you
academics. Yeah,
mean? Like a CV.
yeah,
you
like
mean?
what we submit for grants, your personal
Okay,
summary,
so no,
professional
it's like
summary.
personal, we'll do. What
Yeah.
I'm telling is, I'll get a profile for these two schools
Yeah.
along with the HOS profile. And then
That's
we will
fine.
send it to you
Yep.
so that we can send it across for the research.
I can,
research.
psychology.
So
I think
one
they'll
thing
be
which
missing.
I'm just focusing, I was just envisioning for psychology,
Mm.
is that you could send students here where they will be also trained hands-on. So,
Okay.
yeah,
So then I have to know what's happening here in
that is
psychology.
what but once you
Yeah.
go through the profile,
Okay.
okay, then we'll have a touch base.
You mean projects when you say?
No,
hands-on?
not a project. Like for example, like an internship kind of thing. As you know, we were just talking, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if they would want to come for a.
Oh,
the
yeah,
program
I was talking
here.
in biotech for sure, but psychology, I need to see what
Yes,
their.
yes. No, it's fine.
thing
What
is, yeah.
before going to biotech and computer
Yeah,
science, I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
And now, if you could explore on research, but that will be good.
Students,
Point number
okay.
one is that. See,
Business services permit me to add on. How about the medical biotechnology kind of business management is not just related to the fintech and the other organization. It is even for the medical diagnostics and the medical companies,
Yeah.
surgicals. and
Yeah,
medical
they are not, I
technology.
don't think they're our university, like, the business school is more on the finance side, I think. I can put in a proposal, because they have to look into innovation in all disciplines, not just, what is business commercialization and all. Of course, they collaborate with us because they know that STEM subjects are, a part of that innovation development. But I don't think they're strongly collaborating. That's what I think they should happen first in the campuses. But I can make a suggestion and see what they say.
See, one of the collaborations with regard to the geographical location is that, as we were just talking about the 3C program, one of the main pit stops is London.
Mm.
Okay, we have a London campus.
Yes, I've seen,
Right?
but that is all business
Yes.
again.
Yeah, no, that's all business.
Yes.
Imagine if a person is going to just go there and if he or she is going to be just a. Good.
Yeah, so actually in 3C through coordinator program, we offer in the various disciplines. We
Oh.
offer 3C.
No, I'm there not talking about that one. What I'm talking is, imagine if we are going to send somebody from here,
Yeah,
okay? See, Nottingham is 2 hours drive from London,
yes.
right? So technically, with regard to the accommodation part, another
Yeah.
things would be a problem.
Yeah.
But whereas this 3C program, accommodations and other liaisons are being done within our campus in the three places, like US, where we have a University in New York,
Mhm.
where there could be some resident accommodations.
Okay.
So these are the places there, but since based on the geographical location, it is little far away. That kind of a residence can't be done in London and these guys settling back and forth to nothing. That is what I'm telling you. That can't be possible. Okay, but whereas this teaching program is entirely different.
Okay.
We are not going there.
Okay.
What my thing is, if we are going to just send people, there are only two options which I would think. It is BTech to pursue program.
Yeah.
Okay,
fine.
so 2 years they will complete here, and 2 years they will come there.
What about
Fine.
food biotechnology?
No, yeah,
As well,
BTech.
yeah.
I'm talking about BTech biotechnology
And
BTech food biotechnology,
okay.
and also BTech computer science. Right. Likewise for MTech and for MSc, it is a 1+1 program because that when
Yeah.
they complete MSc there with 1 year, nobody gets a job. So if it is going to be a 1+1 program, that will be very very flying colors program.
Well, that's what I was saying, that, but the one thing we have to discuss is yours is MTech. We give certificate in MSc, is that okay?
No, the problem is this. This has to be tailor-made according. See, if it is going to be a twinning program, so technically the degree will be given by both of you.
Yes, we
Right?
will.
So if that is the case,
So because we
um,
don't have MTech at the moment,
Or else
so we have to
then,
create.
then, no, technically it could be a technology, MTech technology,
Yeah.
degree offered by MIT University. Okay, but an MTech research support for 1 year can be given by you with some couple of courses, so that it will be a master's.
That's fine. That is possible. You know, they'll do some modules. Okay, let's put it this way. They'll do modules and research projects. I'm fine with that. They also get industrial placements as a part of the research projects. My question is, we will give a dual degree because it's 1+1. Will the degree what we give as an MSc be of value?
No.
No, that's what I'm asking, because I have to set in that system.
I got it.
MTech, yeah?
So that we can do it for our MSc.
Yeah,
like
MSc,
MSc
that is
biotechnology, we
not a
can do.
problem, but if I
Okay.
want MTech students.
MTech students, if you want on a 1+1
Yeah.
platform, then certainly if dual degree, two people are joining together to
That's
give a
fine.
degree, then we need to just come to a consensus. Because that's a
MSA
technical
is not an issue at all, because I
I'm-
think I've seen the
Yeah,
program, but
yeah.
MTech can be created, please.
No, MTech, as it is very harder in your university, it is very harder with our technical education.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, that is one thing.
Okay.
That is why I'm telling
We'll
you.
not take MTech then. We'll
Okay,
just
so
put
that is what
MSc.
I'm telling. See, BTech 2+2 program would be okay.
Okay.
And for MSc,
No,
MSc,
BTech also, that is the issue.
Hmm.
We still have to give you a BTech, isn't it?
see, there are a
So
couple of
yes.
people who are giving the twinning program.
No,
Where,
okay, because I've already seen this before, so can we probably transfer the credits to you and you give the program?
that is what I mean. The
We
degree
can
will be
still give
awarded
the
by us.
transcripts. You have the
Participatory.
program, participatory.
Participatory.
We convert the credits here. We give you a transcript with the credits saying that this is from University of Nottingham, what they've done. That
Dr.
would
Mani,
be,
here is the thing.
Yeah.
This is a preliminary discussion.
yeah,
And nobody here, inclusive of me, will be the competent authority to
Yeah.
what is it, just to give you a final.
no.
Right, so the things that we are discussing here are basic crux to know what
Yeah.
we are supposed to do. Number one is research and psychology and business, which we discussed
That
earlier.
research
Point number
project,
one.
yeah.
Point number two is MSc 1+1 program,
Yep,
MSc.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
1
this
year
is
here
fine,
and 1
yeah,
year there.
Yeah.
So that MSc degree will be there.
Yeah.
And BTech 2+2 program, we need more of a, okay.
BTech, because other subjects are
Yeah.
also there. I will check with the system if we can incorporate.
The third one will be the study abroad program for 6 months. Okay, that should be a bilateral exchange program. It's like you send your students,
Yeah,
where
that
we will
we
give
know,
them
yeah.
accommodation here, and they will be.
I
involved
can't
with it.
promise accommodation, but
No,
I
what
will
I'm telling
check.
is,
Yeah.
I'm telling that we will promise accommodation here. That is what I'm
Oh,
telling.
that's fine.
We are not
happy
asking
to
you
take
accommodation there.
freebies,
People
yeah,
who are
yeah.
going to come for study abroad program, naturally they have to take the boarding and lodging on their own.
Yours is 6 months, is
Okay,
it?
yes.
Because
6 months.
ours is different. Ours is 4 months.
Yeah,
Anyway, yours
okay.
is 6 months.
Fine.
So that is one semester for us. If it is 6 months, we can easily look into that as well.
4 months. If it's 6 months, you said, or 4 months?
No, ours is 4 months, but if you want 6 months, then we'll see that your students come a bit earlier. That's what.
Well, that we can do. No, principally agreeing on mutual agreement, we are just talking.
It
So
says that
it's-
our systems are a bit inflexible, so if the students
I
are
totally
coming,
understand.
study abroad,
we need
also
to
they
know-
enter a system, and then it won't tally when you say 4 and 6
We need to
months.
know that people are apprehended about your UK system of going into it's more than US system. The reason is very
More.
simple. Yes,
Study
because
wise.
people are little worried about testing the waters. Because
They get
MSc
tested study
program,
abroad.
MSc program or a study abroad program, there are a lot of people who go there, come back there without any job.
Oh, really?
The reason is very simple because
Oh, no,
MSc,
no. Now it will change. I'll tell you why, because we have post-study visa. Yeah. So if you get a certificate from University of Nottingham, students can stay there for 2 years on work permit. It's called post-study visa. Any internationals, they can look for jobs. Before that system was not there. They had to come straight back and look for their own jobs. No one will sponsor them
yeah,
visas.
imagine if it is going to be post-study visa,
Yeah.
then our students will also have to pay.
Why?
You guys give the visa, but the
Yeah.
problem is they
Why
have to
they
pay.
have to pay?
Yeah, naturally, because when they are going to be there, they will not be
Yeah.
given any stipend or anything. Am I right?
No, they'll get jobs with the visa immediately.
Or jobs, you're going to go for a
Yeah,
job.
after the study.
Is there something that they have to spend 1 year or 2 years to have that degree, then only they will be awarded in the 2 years.
Yeah,
to
there
study
is
visa.
a- they
So
need
if
a
they will
set-
do a 2 years degree, then 2 years.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I'll tell you, they need a degree certificate from university.
See, that is what I'm telling. See, completing the degree itself,
Yes,
completing the
excellent.
degree itself is a very
They
big
will.
problem.
They will,
Where,
yeah.
because, 1+1.
Not for study abroad, it will work for degrees. Yes.
So first of all, getting the degree, then only getting the visa and then
Yeah.
getting the job.
The
Okay.
study abroad is actually a part of the curriculum. They don't need to come separately for that. They take the 2+2, then it will be
No,
included.
that's fine. What I'm telling is, imagine these people, imagine if they are not going to sign up for.
Yeah,
this
I know, I
program.
know. They
Then
need
technically
another
there should
option.
be another leave where these guys will come for that study abroad
Yeah,
program
and the other
alone.
thing is, yeah, that's true. We will check that because I'm quite keen. India is not a target at the moment. We can include that.
Here is the thing, because many of your universities, with due respect to University of Nottingham, you guys are more bent upon on the twinning program because that brings in money.
Yep.
Okay, to be very
Yep,
honestly talk.
Yep.
But for that, if you want to make these people to come near to the waters, you need to just give these kind of freebies here.
I don't know why they don't have
Because-
India as a target. They have all the European countries. They
Yeah,
have
see, when
Singapore as
European
well.
countries, when Europe
They
is
don't
going to
have
come,
India.
Germany is going to come to
Yeah,
UK,
yeah.
it can be very well done.
Our
Because these
students
guys
go
are going to pay
many
money
places
for the
to
job.
study abroad.
These guys are going to pay money for their residence, their air ticketing, everything.
Yes, they do.
Oh, there is no financial commitment to the University of Nottingham.
No, they
All
don't.
you guys are going to do is give a space in the laboratory. And they are going to do.
No, it is not just a space.
No, no, see,
Our
what I'm
structure
telling-
is very expensive.
I totally understand. It is also expensive in the US.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely. Yeah, the US
about
is
my,
great. Yeah.
my this thing, how many students were there.
Yes.
So what I'm telling is, this is possible, then only you guys can come for a collaboration.
I'll propose this anyway because this is what I said.
So
you know,
three
the
things
study
which I'm
abroad.
just
Yeah.
proposing, BTech 2+2, you
No,
have
no,
to
there's one
think
more
about
thing we forgot. Yeah, BTech, MTech. that's
BTech,
fine, I will
MSc,
see.
MSc,
yeah.
okay, and then the other one will be the study abroad program for 6 months.
Yeah.
And research collaboration for psychology and business,
We'll see.
and then.
Why not BioTech?
Huh?
BioTech.
No,
research?
what I'm telling is other than what we are going to talk.
Oh, okay.
Okay, certainly for
That was
biotech,
my-
I'm a biotechnologist,
So
that's not
yes,
the case.
BioTech and-
I'm trying to be even with everyone here.
Okay, yeah.
What I'm telling is, so since they are all big schools
Yeah.
with lot of good work going on, so we have to just also bring in those. Not alone this one, you have seen finance, I have introduced all the HOs here. You know the school, we will send you the
That's fine.
thing,
Yeah.
wherever the interaction you could do, or whatever the things that you could do in these three avenues, we can bring.
That's all right,
Right.
but I think I just forgot one more thing actually. So, oh yeah, the Amity, obviously we are having this MOU with Amity already. We
No,
all
I-
know that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but we are having the same talks with other branches also, Noida, we're already setting up a partnership. And Jaipur also, we're already setting up a partnership. So that is the reason I'm seeing whether we need to map the kind of discussions we have with them.
Certainly we need to have, because the
No,
things
but
which
because-
I'm giving in general
Yeah.
are the ones you will talk
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
To
No,
any
we already
university.
talked with them
Then
before.
now you know.
Yeah, this is one amity, but we've already talked with other branches.
No.
We're signing the agreements.
No, I
with
know,
them.
wherever you go,
Yeah.
these three are the three avenues where you will talk about.
No, we already talked then. We already signed on
This
these
for these
specs.
things?
Yeah, not psychology research and all.
No,
We
you have,
did
you have
for-
signed a thing for twinning program?
Yeah, that's what we're with the Delhi, Noida campus. We're already exchanging agreements. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that exchanging agreements, I saw the agreement
Yeah.
also,
Yeah,
but that doesn't give a.
it's not MOU, MOA with them. We're signing.
Oh, you are signing now?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
on first when you go.
Mm.
Okay, that is.
That is one thing. And the other thing is with Jaipur campus, what they suggested is 1+2. It never exists. I don't know whether you are interested in that, no?
See, the problem is
Not
not,
T+2,
not,
not
not you and me or other people, our students have to be interested.
That's
See,
what
we
I
have
mean.
certain
So
programs
what-
where you
what
will
are
not
the-
have one
No, no,
student
that's
who will
okay,
come
but
back
why
again.
are the
So
proposal
1+2, it's a GSP, what they are really proposing, that's what I feel. 1 year here in India, with any
Yeah.
of the Amity University campuses, and 2 years abroad with your campuses.
Yes.
And finally graduating with your degree,
Yeah.
and plus this post 3 years visa. So
Yes.
this is a typical GSP program, sir has also said we have for this
That is
type.
2+2 in engineering graduate.
That's normally 2+2, sir,
2+2,
but they are saying 1+2.
Yes,
1+2 is for 3 years.
psychology also.
Yeah,
for
3
the
years, yeah, but
Even for BBA.
we were proposing 2+2 for them even for 3-year program because we wanted to keep the standard
We
light.
wanted to keep it uniform.
In
2 years,
Vietnam,
3
we
years.
have 2+2.
The problem with 2+2,
Yeah.
you're going to keep, nobody will come and join.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because you know why?
Yeah.
How come a person who is getting 3 years of degree will work for another year
But
and then
BTech
earn?
means that's okay.
Huh?
If it is
BTech is-
BTech,
Yeah,
it's
but it's going to be a
okay.
technical degree. it's
BSc
fine.
means 1+2.
Technical degree, it's fine. See, this is actually
But
tailor
will you be
made.
interested in 1+2 in BSc because
BBA, yes, sir.
Was it?
BBA and BA psychology, certificate. Like
One plus
psychology
two.
also, 1+2. Because that's a 3-year program here.
okay. BBM psychology.
Yeah, BA psychology, BSc clinical psychology.
For 3 year, major part of it covered in foreign university, at just 2 years.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Then I'll make a note of this and I'll see because we want to give one partnership document to all campuses.
See, that is what I'm telling you again and again. In giving one partnership document.
I don't know how that works. I don't want to give that, but that's
No,
how the
that
system
will be
is.
fine. But the problem is, ultimately, it is not like we signing MOA, MOU,
Mm.
MOH, everything, and then nobody is going to come.
MOH,
We have
I
seen
never
that,
heard, okay.
Dr. Mani, you know,
I know.
right? So,
But we have to
and-
get it working. So you are
and,
the vice chancellor. So yeah.
no. See, here the problem is, that is why I'm telling you, let us discuss in depth
No,
and
can,
show.
can I just
what the
also
reality.
clarify then? If that is the point that you want the campuses to be separate in MOA, is it possible at your
That has to
end?
be done. Because, geographical
Is
location
that
is
what
different.
normally we?
No, not at all. That is the only thing that has been already being proposed to the central office quite a long time, only by me.
Okay.
And that is why I'm on the wrong side now.
Okay.
But
No,
that is
That
because
is what the other officers are saying. That
Now-
your Jaipur and Noida
now you see
campus.
here, now you see here. See, we had a VC meeting with regard to this thing. I was the only guy who raised this, and
Okay.
people are just looking at me like an enemy. kind of.
Okay. Why
Now
is
now
that?
I see now Jaipur is
No, no.
also there.
No, Jaipur and all, they don't mind which agreement it goes on. I mean, so because when I said they're asking for separate documents, they said, oh, we don't mind where we are. Maybe with Mumbai campus or with Noida campus.
See, that is why even when we sign now MOA or MOU,
Okay.
I signed two. One for Noida and one for Mumbai.
Ah.
Because,
Amity University.
yes, Amit University per se, totally. Okay, that is one MOU.
Ah.
And then I'll have a same duplicate replica where I'll put instead of Amit University, I'll put Amit University Mumbai.
Oh, okay. So we lose that anyway. Yeah.
That is MOU. Okay, now.
MOU, we are
Okay,
interested only in
you
MOA
know-
and it doesn't matter.
Okay,
what
the
we-
MOU is going to just simply,
It's already there.
No, I know, I
Amity
just saw that
University, yeah,
copy too.
yeah.
I saw that copy too. MOA now, see, the people whom you are going to meet now on first will be Gurinder Singh and other people. Where there has to be some representation, where you should have already met the Vice Chancellor Jaipur, Vice Chancellor
Last
Mumbai and
time.
other people.
Yeah.
So now we have met one person here.
Yep.
This is our take. Okay, this is our take. Okay, so instead of just going for 2+2, 2+3, another thing, and then putting another 3C program, we don't find anyone, or then we have a lot of glitches in between. Those kind of things, we will make it a popular thing.
I know what you mean, but what I think they're saying is that even University of Nottingham, that if we put all campuses, together in one document, I mean, what we declare in terms of number of students will be easy.
No, that is fine. You can
All
sign one.
campuses put together will be one, but we'll give you another day agreement if you want.
No, I don't need any agreement at
Oh,
all.
you don't
But
need-
what we need is only one thing. See, ultimately, when we put some international program into place, this has to be little popular where we get more students. Right?
Yeah, I understand that, but the only query I now have is, do I have to really enforce this?
I'm
Saying
telling
that
you,
Mumbai needs
just-
to separate.
No. Don't tell like that and then put
No,
me into
for our
trouble.
university, not
Huh?
your university, for our university.
No. So what I'm telling is Amity as a whole be Amity as a whole. But
Yeah.
what I'm telling is emphasizing on the program. Okay, I'm telling you, if you are going to put MSc 1+1, that will
Yeah.
fly best.
Oh, you.
That is
okay.
what I'm only focusing on the
First I
program.
want to sort this out because we are going to get the documentation ready. We won't sign it if you say you want a separate agreement. If you say, no, that's okay.
No. See, we don't want even in any agreement because if you are going to
Without
sign.
agreement, we
No,
can't
yeah,
do
because if you
anything.
are going to sign for Noida,
One thing,
it
yeah,
will
evolve
hold good for
automatically.
everyone, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that is not a big deal.
Okay.
But I'm focusing on the MSc 1+1 program.
Oh, that's fine. I thought that is straightforward.
Yeah, that is very,
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
straightforward. And that will be of flying colors because instead of just 2+2, how many people are there, sir? 2+2, BTech.
Yes.
Yeah. See, now you see
Less
this.
than BTech.
So we get the information from the horse's mouth.
2+2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't have massive amounts sir, for partnership. It's already like, 5 students and all want sign up. Yeah, it's
We
not.
are promoting it, but then we have to get these students' numbers also. If we talk on BTech.
How
this
many
year, like,
normally 2+2 in general? on the channel?
We launched it in 2020, this global study program.
Then
Ah.
In Mumbai
five-
campus,
five, six- five,
yeah,
six
we have,
students.
we have about 10 to
It's
12
not-
students as of date. BTech, we have 5 to 7. BBA, we have 3.
No,
Psychology.
you just give only BTech.
BTech.
It just 5 students. We get to make it more popular.
Yes,
Because
yes.
right now,
Okay.
there are a lot of student mapping you are.
Okay.
Course mapping, because it goes to number of universities.
yeah.
See, that is where again we are coming.
Course
here.
mapping.
See here, mapping of courses and configuration of
Yeah.
courses.
It has to be
Okay,
legitimate.
because that should be legitimate, because that has to come and comply with the ACT norms and all the other things.
I have your curriculum and
Mostly
send.
parents are involved in this kind of discussion when they go for 2+2.
Mm,
There's cost is involved.
mm, mm.
At the same time, they are sending their award
What-
after 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of parent intervention is
They
involved
will
here
be-
in India as per this kind of. program.
A lot
The other
happens
thing was when
between,
you said about recruitment, we help in recruitment, like we come and advertise for students if you want, like
We
some.
arrange a special orientation for these kind of
Orientation.
students, and
They do.
especially we can have it for the BTech and other interested students, where you're representative, anybody
Yeah, yeah,
online
they have-
also, this
they
is how
have.
we initiate. that.
recruitment in Nottingham we're talking about?
No,
No.
no, no, here,
Students.
no, here, sir. Here. So they will even come online and talk to students if required. We have admissions tutors and course directors. They can
No,
talk.
that is there. You're talking about, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I mean-
Counseling.
No, well, yeah, just to conversion.
I got it,
If they're hesitant, do we have to go? I
Mhm.
think someone from there can come and talk to
So
students.
we admit students for international only prior.
Yeah,
We will not convert students from here. So they are being admitted for this. program.
yeah, that's
Only.
right, that's right,
So
yeah,
that parents role is.
That's right.
We split them one-to-one.
Yep.
So everywhere we call parents and they discuss, because lot of things are. involved.
okay, that's fine.
So Dr. Mani, here is the thing. First
Yep.
one is you have the AAB syllabus and asset, CSC.
Yeah, I
syllabus.
got that, yeah.
So if you could map it, because AAB mapping, the syllabus mapping I'm talking about, for the programs.
Computer
that you-
science.
No, for biotechnology.
Biotechnology, I have made an
Yes.
Excel, I'll send
Okay,
it, yeah.
so
I
that
will
is
do
one
the
thing.
mapping,
So
yeah.
you, for computer science, the mapping would be
Yeah,
done,
I
and then
just
if
have
you
pushed
set
it.
it from your end, we can take a look at it and we
Okay.
will see what is what.
Okay.
And then with regard to this program and year configuration, other things, you can take a collective call. But my suggestion or our suggestion from our end is only one thing. Go for 1+1 MSc program.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
it.
because people who are doing MSCs are the people who would want to go
How many
abroad.
MSc students?
We, on an average, for example, biotech, we have per year 25.
So that's actually low.
Mm, yeah.
Conversion.
And
should
let me
be
tell you, out of
challenging.
all the 25 people, 25 people want to go abroad.
Really?
Yes. Because I met all the 25 people yesterday. And all the 25 people are very interested to go abroad. Okay, this is the initial step. If you are going to put 2+2 program, after 2 years, your whole interest will wane away. Okay.
True.
That is also one important thing. Is there.
Well, see, yeah, this looks good to me because MSc is the one I'm targeting as well. So
That is
that's
what I'm
fine. If they come, they come otherwise.
Because
But other programs will
we
keep
can't-
push them, yeah.
we can't target on MTechs. The reason is only one
I
thing.
agree, yeah.
Because we can't make the student lose many things because of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because your degree, what you
Extra
give,
qualification.
will be an extra qualification, extra money and other things. And more emphasis, we would request to give it on psychology and business,
Yes.
on the research part
Research.
or collaborative part of the with the students on hands-on.
Okay, I will talk to them. Because I didn't have discussion with them before coming, but I will. Yeah, I was good at- yeah.
No, because that was not at all on the purview, sir. Or else we would have called you the first thing.
I will send you whatever information and gather and send.
Okay,
I know
so
behavioral science is there, but yeah, it never talks about it. It is in our faculty only. We have biophysics also. Yep, we have. Mhm, yeah. We have neuroscience. We have MSc neuroscience, BSc neuroscience. We have. So I'll find out more information if I send, get to the faculty representative.
Might have a collaboration with biotech and
Yes, we do that sensory,
So Dr. Mani, from our end, what I will do is, I will send the profiles of business as well as psychology, point number one.
research.
From your end, you send this mapping for biotechnology
Biotechnology,
and
yes.
for computer science.
Brilliant.
And then if you're going to discuss with this in the Noida campus,
Yeah.
I would suggest to just emphasis on these kind of things.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're doing
which-
something
which-
extra also, but I'll just say these
No, no, it's
are
fine,
what-
fine, no. Let them put
Mumbai
extra,
is
it's not a
also-
big deal,
Yeah,
but emphasis on this
definitely
one so
we'll
that
do
it
this.
is-
Yeah,
right?
that's great, yeah.
Yeah, we'll stop this one. We can. Yeah, ready? So shall we move on to your lecture?
Yep, yep.
So your presentation is there in the thumb drive
Yeah,
or?
that's what I'm just checking. whether